still streaming on both now?
Should be.
The main thing I've learned about the good place is that they never break the rules. No way to guarantee they won't send you right down to the bastards. Right there. I'm an accountant. We're coming from accounting. And as we were planning through the mailbox, it blew up.
The explosion was caused by demons.
Oh, that's so
We were
cool.
being chased by demons.
And I dragged you up. That kid chasing
Okay, wait, let me see.
you. Maybe drag you up the mailbox with the bazooka.
Well, geez, Louise, I'm sure.
Hi, Ray.
My name's
Oh my gosh, this is so cool.
I'm Michael, and
Hey, guys.
neutral here.
also not.
Okay,
It's nothing to me.
so
I'm no student.
we're just gonna be playing a little bit of random games here. I don't know. You got a full set of, yeah. So I'm at my mom's for June, and so then this is her setup.
Hey, Dirt Naps.
Hey, Dirt
Hey,
Naps.
Purdue. My daughter's taking over today.
I'm so excited. Okay, wait. First, oh yeah, this is like the setup. That's really different. I know. Yes. I hope y'all are having a good day. I've never played this before, so we're gonna try it. I'm scared.
Entrance, which is 500 trillion miles north of here. Just stuck inside.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
You guys won a contest to be in
Sorry.
this?
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job
Mommy.
was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427
They can
and
hear
he
the
pushed
TV.
buttons on a keyboard.
They can hear the TV.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk,
Huh?
telling him what buttons to push,
No.
how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of
Hey,
every
K16.
year. And although
Hi, Hazard.
others might have considered
I'm
it
taking over the
soul-wrenching,
stream.
Stanley relished every moment that the
Never
orders
played. I've never played Stanley
though he
Parable.
had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
I've never played this.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
I think
Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, okay. Okay. So nice little setup. You know, we got the office. Got the weird looking office. Got the creepy hallways. Can I open doors? No, I can't open that door. Or that
All
door.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
That's a very
Stanley
good question.
decided to go to the
Who's
meeting
the
room.
narrator?
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
None of the doors are. Can I close this door? I can't. Backrooms energy. I know. I can't open any doors. You know, it'd be great if we can see our own reflection. That
What stands between us and actual good place is one door. What is that?
that looks.
That's like 4 wheels.
I know I'm not the only one seeing that. That K16. Stop! I do look like my mom. Thank you. Sorry.
A door to the
No,
good
but
place
that's
is
not normal.
open for you.
That's not. Does it
The
always?
only door for humans is official entrance, which is
I see no desk in the.
north of here. So, just step in.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
But what if it did? I'm just checking, man. Calm down. Look, what is? That's not normal. What? Oh, well.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Should I go on the left, like he said, or should I go to the right? Should I? Which one? Yeah, so... I like it. We're on this account. Go right. Okay. They're saying go right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Dino, did you...
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour
Dino,
after
can you
all,
remind me who
just
you
to
are?
spend a few
Because
moments
you
here
have
in this
the
immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Stanley
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Moderator. I think that's what it's called.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
I want
A room
a drink.
so utterly captivating that even though all your
Daniel, did you change your
co-workers have
username?
mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
I want a drink. There's no drinks apparently. Yeah, I wanted a drink. Is that bad?
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on it. But at last, he'd had enough of the
Okay.
amazing room and took the
Moderated.
first open door on his
Okay.
left to get back to business.
But what if... Should I? Left or straight? Left or straight? Left or straight? Go left. Okay.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Okay. But what if I kind of want to... Fine.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Why
Feeling
did the
a
doors
wave of
keep
disbelief,
shutting?
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Why do the doors keep shutting? I'm scared. I'm terrified, actually. This is how to solve a dispute with a coworker. Okay.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Fine. I'll exit out. I'll go.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What happens if we follow what he... Fine, I'll go upstairs. Please don't shut the door behind me. Is that your boss's office? Can I go through here? No. I'm just trying to make sure I have every escape route possible. Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes in. Someone was having an extreme poor time in the bathroom. I can't see my reflection. I want to see what I look like. But nope. Son of horror. 100%
Stepping into
horror.
his
It's
manager's
okay.
office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human
It's a whore?
life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
2845.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on
Okay,
the
bye,
keypad,
Dino.
Stanley happened to input the correct code by
I
sheer
hope to
luck.
see you again.
Amazing. He stepped into
Sorry,
the newly opened passageway.
I know. Have a good rest of your night, or yeah, day, or Now you see, I don't like that noise. I don't like that noise. So here's what we're gonna do. We are not gonna do that. We are not going. I can't even see in that hallway. So that's amazing. That's amazing. You see this? You see?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
You can die.
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
Oh.
This question would not go unanswered for long.
Oh. Oh, that's why I didn't recognize you. Your username changed. I am glowing in this light. Y'all see that? I'm like, bro, sorry. Also, I'm pretty sure I heard whips. And I'm not too fond of that.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
So here's what we're not gonna do. Escape. There's an escape route. We can escape. See. Wait, my friend found my YouTube channel and they said so up to you, but I think they're a liar. I'll beat them for you. Oh. You know, it's okay. Not everybody. I don't like The Office right now. I don't like The Office right now. I like the show. I just don't like.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Yo,
what horrible
if the narrator
secret did
comes
this
out,
place
fight
hold?
me right now.
Stanley
I got
thought
you.
to
Fight me.
himself. Did he have the strength to
Fight
find
me.
out?
But no, I don't have the strength to find out. I don't really have the strength to find out. Please don't fall. Please don't fall down. Please don't fall down. I'm following your directions. Hi, Southern Doc. How's your day going? Why would you ever see?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the
Rain,
number
last time I
of an
trust you was
employee
in
the building,
Minecraft, and that
Stanley's
didn't really end
co-workers.
well.
The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
So you're entrapping me here. What is that? So you're entrapping me here. You're entrapping me here? And what is this? These are all the employees? That one's fired. That probably got dumped in a big pit of lava because that one was fired and didn't listen to directions. I guess. I don't know. That one's
This
also
mind
fired.
control
Where are
facility,
they?
It was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Blindly is not maybe for me, but I don't know if it's because I don't have Wi-Fi or something else. Ask that what that. Oh, he's sleeping. I didn't realize. I don't want to know if I blindly trust that.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control?
I don't know.
Never.
I'll check if
it was
I'm lagging
unthinkable.
in a bit.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible?
You can trust me.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Huh? No, for my YouTube stream if it's lagging. It's okay, Rain. I'm just terrified, but you
here
know.
was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
Mommy,
And as the cold
Southern
reality
said let
of
your
his
mom know
past
that I would
began to
dono
sink
to
in,
her his
Stanley
money.
decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another
heard?
human life. For he
Mommy?
would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Donate to her his money. Here his money? I don't know. Oh. I don't. It ain't like it for me. Yeah, so I'm in a cold stone. What's a cold stone? Never mind, that's an ice cream place, right? Never mind, so that probably is why you're lagging. I'm terrified. Where do I forgot there's an ice cream place. Okay, bye Bella. I hope you have a good day. And Rain, that's I think that's why, because most like places don't have good Wi-Fi like that. Oh, that's it? Where do I oh. Yeah, so no, you're good. Huh, no.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Was it? Is it? Is it over?
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Okay, great.
And
Can
yet,
I escape?
Even as
Did
the
I?
immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed
Confusion.
into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now,
I
that
think.
things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
I think I escaped. Was that it? Oh, the end is never the end. That's great. That's back here. That's amazing.
All of his co-workers were gone. What
I'm
could
back
it
here?
mean?
I'm back?
Stanley decided to go
Now
to
do
the
it
meeting
again.
room.
Yeah, you did
Perhaps
it.
he had simply missed a memo.
Now do it again. The same thing that why is my hair's not working today? Again? Is it the same? It's the same stuff in the mirror. But don't listen to him. Okay. So, keep going. But don't listen to him again.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door
Do
on
the
his
opposite
left.
of what he wants. Got it. So go to the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yeah, they're
Perhaps he
saying
wanted
to do the
stop by
opposite.
the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Just to admire it.
Wow. Yes. This
Yes.
room.
The room
What
is
a
looking
beautiful
pretty
room.
admired. Can I open
What a
this?
gorgeous, gorgeous room.
It is a gorgeous
Thank
room. Look at
goodness
all the
Stanley
blue.
had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
I know, right?
But
the
eager to
room.
get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope, we're going straight. Forget that door.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Wow. Okay. Hurtful much? I can't move the boxes. Can I interact with anything? I'm scared of that. Can we open this door? Need a key card? Can I kick down the door? Nope.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has
What if
been
I-
about nothing but you all this
Can I jump
time.
down? Will it allow me?
There's someone
Sorry.
you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Actually, I would probably die.
Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
What if I want to make
I'm not
a big
asking
decision
for
by
me,
myself?
I'm asking for her.
Can I go in there? Can I go in that open thing? I wonder if I read, but whatever you want. No, actually, now that you
This
say
is
that,
it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
there's a wife? Can I open this door? No. Can I? I have a wife? Stanley has a wife?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
I don't wanna. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. Can I break the light? I don't wanna. Leave me alone. I don't wanna. Can I? No.
As Stanley picked up the phone, a
No, I
white
did it.
light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life
I didn't pick it up.
reunited one...
Nah.
Wait. Oh, goodness.
No.
Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that?
I
You
did.
actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible.
Open the door.
Let
Open
me
the door.
double
Open the
check.
door.
No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another.
No.
Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an
fart?
incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices?
'Cause I have feelings.
What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
No, I don't
Please
wanna.
observe this helpful instructional video.
You just said I made a correct choice. I don't need to watch.
Choice.
Okay.
It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this
Someone
scenario,
said it
a
was
hypothetical
said.
real person named
Okay.
Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of
This is
hard
like
work forgetting
cooking
how
into
to
a hamburger.
read. Which choice would you
realize
make?
how much I'll solve
Remember
real hunger?
that unlike here, the real world
But I just
makes
really
sense,
hope there aren't
and at no time should you
crickets
make a
in
choice that does not
The
conform to
leftover residue
rational
of the burger,
logic.
because that
If
would
you
really
find
be
yourself
gross.
speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse
No.
why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack." Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process.
That's not a
Most
regular
medical
choice. That right
professionals
there on
recommend making
screen
at
is
least
not a
8
regular
choices per
choice.
day.
I don't know
Do you
if
make
that's
more than
a
8? Less?
crazy person choice.
And finally, if you
Or-
begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
So
Ah, welcome back.
what
you
if
may
I
have
don't
noticed
wanna be
that this
welcome
room has
back?
begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now
Can
that
I ride
you're
one of
properly
these?
informed
That'd
on
be
good
cool.
decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
I don't wanna. Hold on. Let me share my stream. Give me a second. I'm going to do this, right? I'm going to post it. And hopefully, it'll, you know. Share my link really quick. Share the stream link. No. Instagram, because I can't post it on Snapchat because, you know, can't really copy URLs to. Hopefully new people.
Let me show you real quick. So this is my thing.
Okay. I posted it on my Instagram. And more people, yes! Because I'm gonna try and go back to streaming. Because I really like it. And I like, stop closing the door. I like playing Roblox horror games. And I, apparently, from other people around me, I am like really funny in horror games. So, I'm gonna try streaming that. And I'll share it to people.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
Yes, come back to streaming.
Imagine
I
the
know.
main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
By turning your pleasure fun in general. Stop it, Rain. Don't. Stop calling me like that. Honestly, I should get back to streaming Minecraft with the guys because they were hilarious. We were all hilarious. And I don't know why I stopped. Oh. I thought that was the door in front of me. I have to go
Almost
back.
there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
But I don't want to take a left. I don't want to. Is there... Oh, still another dead door. Hit the arrow, Minecraft.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would.
As Stanley
that means
would.
choosing responsibly and always putting the
The
story
reason
first.
why
I'm quite sure you'll be up to
I
the task. Just follow
shot
my
you with
lead
the
and you'll be
arrow
fine. All right.
was because I was
When
going to
Stanley
get
came
Melt,
to a set
but
of
then
2 open doors, he entered the door on
he
his
got in the
left.
way. It wasn't my fault. Door on the left. Got it.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Can I open the door? I can't. Can I go back? I can't. So I have to go to the left now? Oh, that's dumb.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that?
What's in
what
there?
did you think was so special about seeing the game
I can't
undone?
jump.
Left here like so much garbage.
Blah,
It's
blah, blah. I'm
worthless
trying to
now.
get to the-
And what am I
the
supposed
red
to do?
door.
Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know
Yes.
that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back
story
to
is
that?
incorrect. I'm
I
trying
can't
to-
erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever.
I wanna get to the
Reliving
red
its
door.
impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better
I
to
want
shut
to
the
get
game
to the
down
red
entirely?
door.
To willingly destroy
Let
all of
me
my
get
work?
to the red
I don't
door.
know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? Do I? No, I have to. I have
want
to
to
shut
get
the
to
game
the red
down.
door.
I have to. I have to. Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish.
Is
With you.
that-
You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire
In a
game is
room
destroyed.
with
It
blood?
was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it?
Oh, by the way,
That there's a world
Rain, I'm
outside of
15
you?
now.
You're a child.
Not a child. Calm down.
My story.
I forgot to announce it on
If
YouTube.
you'd
My
just gone
birthday
through
passed.
the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make it behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always
In
putting
April,
the story first.
I was on a
I'm
cruise
quite
and
sure
I
you'll be
completely
up to
forgot
the
to post it
task.
on
Just
YouTube
follow
because I
my
haven't
lead
been
and
on
you'll be
YouTube.
fine. All
So
right.
it was like April.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he
It's okay
entered
though.
the
I
door
completely
on his
forgot
left.
to. I didn't even do a birthday stream this year. I think I did it last year. Yeah, I did. What have I? How long have I been on YouTube for? Did it say go left? I'll go right.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
I broke the game.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite
feel
sure
it.
you'll be up to the
Yeah,
task.
wait.
Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley
Thank
came
you,
to a
though.
set of 2 open doors,
Okay, I'm
he
a
entered the door on his
sophomore.
left.
I did not like my freshman year. I am excited for sophomore year though. That's for dang sure. That's for dang sure that I am going to like my sophomore year. I don't like the I don't like the left door.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
Huh?
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up
scared.
to the task.
I'm scared.
Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
Oh, my best
When
friend's
Stanley
watching me.
came
Hi,
to a set of
Cece.
2 open doors,
Sorry,
he
she
entered
sent me
the door on
messages.
his left.
Do I have to go to the? I'm getting sick of the cutoffs.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to
don't
go
wanna-
up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I can't open the broom closet this time. Oh.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I don't want to walk upstairs. I want to walk downstairs. But they didn't give me that option this time. They can even allow me to open this door this time. What's behind this computer? Oh, nothing. Okay.
Stepping inside his manager's office,
This
Stanley was
office
once again
is
stunned to discover
different.
not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this
That's a
until
good
he
question.
saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
But the code. Why am I getting so many Snapchat notifications? Leave me alone. I'm kidding.
Stanley spoke the code.
Sorry.
Night
Yep.
Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Open sesame.
I'm sorry, is there a problem?
Yes.
You didn't mishear me, did you?
Nope.
Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
You're gay.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way?
Because I had to.
Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You... When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Am I dead?
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
I'm dead?
I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can
That's
work
a
together.
lie, because I went through the right door.
I need you to take that step
And they said,
forward, please.
no, the left
Choose.
door.
Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this.
I'm dead.
The story needs it. So,
I can't.
You hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there?
I would feel bad if he didn't curse me out a second ago.
You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do.
But then if I choose the right one, then you scold me.
Can you move or no?
Yeah, but I died. I just saw...
The end is never the end in this game.
The end is no... Okay. Okay, we're gonna try this a couple times, see if...
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I didn't do anything. I tried. He said both. Okay, when he was talking to Stanley, he said both options are correct. But then when I tried to go to the right door, he said it wasn't correct.
He entered the door on his left.
Okay, we're gonna enter on our left. We're gonna do half and half. No co-workers.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
I like this. It's pretty. It's pretty nice. When I move it, everything's like red. It turns red. I don't know if y'all see that. Or is it just me? Yeah. Okay. Let's go now. I just wanted to see what it would happen.
Coming to a staircase,
okay.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
They said go upstairs. I will go downstairs. I will go upstairs. I will go upstairs. I will listen to you, Mr. Narrator man. I will go upstairs. I'm not doing that. Honestly, it's not wrong. It's not wrong. This door hasn't closed yet. I don't want to go into the red room. So you know what we're going to do. We're going to do that next try. Yeah. We're going to do that next try, and we're going to listen to the big man's orders.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover
I can't play the piano,
not
that's
an
sad.
indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud.
I
to
will
nobody.
next
He
time,
began
because I don't
wildly
even think I
tearing
can
through
open that
papers
door
on the
anymore.
boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its
Certificate of
purpose
what?
be? In fact,
Palm
this keypad guarded
potatoes?
the terrible secret
Palm
that lay
potatoes.
buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Excuse me. What happens if I type in the wrong number?
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the
My
device
birthday.
was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
You'll find the code somewhere. I just don't remember where to find it.
No, he said it. I just refuse to listen.
2845.
Still at the same type.
1, 2, 3, 4. It should be 1, 2, 3, 4, honestly. 7, 8, 9,
Forgot,
0.
but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Nuh-uh. What if I stay here? What if I... Are you gonna do anything about it, mister? Big Mr. Man? I'm just typing in random numbers. Is that him sighing? Can I open the door? Can I not go in there? No, I have to go in there. Okay, he won't do anything about the numbers. Oh. Ah! Oh. Oh, this is just a dark room. Yeah, he's so done with me. I'm just irritating him at this point. And it's funny. A little bit. We're just gonna relax, you know. But listen, how was y'all's day? You know, how was this is going great. I keep hearing that sound and it scares me.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Before we walk straight, you know, there's an escape. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna escape. Because
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Now, are you there? Fight me. Fight me. Fight me. Fight. Fight.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Okay, I'll keep going. Actually, oh, you went to
At
the
this
zoo?
point,
How was that?
Stanley
I love
was
animals.
making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I love zoos. I love animals. But it was great. We had fried chicken sandwiches, and it was really good.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that
Okay,
his
Ray.
life had been of no consequence
Got close to a
whatsoever.
kangaroo. Ooh,
Stanley can't
that's
see the
lucky.
bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
How do I get out? I can't get out.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly. And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
I'm dead? Well, yeah, but filing cabinets, office computers, the room doors, buttons. Are these all just layouts on like how they did that? Yeah. Oh, this wasn't in.
When you leave Isabel,
Yeah.
when you get reborn,
Uh-huh.
you leave you look at all the computers. Have
No.
you been
No. I tried exploring the room, but the doors were closed.
You've been checking the computers.
I haven't.
You should be.
I looked at one of the rooms and hold on. Cause now I just heard this come on.
Read everything. It looks like
Yeah. Yeah. Escape menu. Okay, so there's the light. Okay, I kind of no, not this way just yet. I know this office, but the boss's office, one of them was green. What's in here? Oh, that's the light. Okay. So I saw another room where there was a Stanley off switch. Am I allowed to go in here? No, I can't. Can I press a button? No.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Hey. Yeah, I do wish to be free. Can I just I can't turn it off? What's the point? Ah! Oh.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
I can see it. I can see.
But listen to me. You can still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game.
What if I don't?
As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice.
What if I don't?
You do choose it.
No.
Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
I think I might have chosen the wrong decision. I think I should have quit.
There, next room. Not in there.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I turned it
No
off.
matter how
No.
hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Look at all the other ones. Izzy. Don't leave that room yet.
Okay.
Check. Oh, go back. Go back. Izzy, go back where you came from.
Oh. The door's closed.
Check all the computers. Why do you keep leaving the computers?
I did. I thought. I can't turn this one on.
Behind it. No, don't turn them on. Keep checking them. The one behind it. Okay, there's none up there. There comes a time in the game where the numbers on these doors and the computers are important.
I didn't mean to turn that off. But look. What is that? There's nothing. Available input.
What's that say?
Input received pink.
What is it?
Pink.
Pink?
Yeah?
419 pink?
It's just pink. I took a photo.
Do you see the numbers 419 there?
No.
421.
What in the world?
Keep going. Eventually it gives you.
What is there? I saw that last time and I was just...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. I kind of want to see what happens if I jumped off
This
that.
was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
Yes,
well.
I understand
Perhaps
that.
he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
No. I just want to see what you're keeping from me, good sir. What's in here?
The lounge was sublime,
Yep,
a work of
okay.
art.
I want to...
What was but eager to get back to business,
Yep.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, I did not. Good try, sir.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yep, that's great. I want to know what happens
Look,
if I go down
Stanley,
there.
I think perhaps we... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Okay.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
What? That was new. Nothing there. Pink. Pink? That's it? I wonder what happens if you complete all of... Oh.
When Stanley came to a
Nope.
set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
Yep.
well.
I want to see if
Perhaps
that
he
other
wanted
room
to stop by
changed.
the employee
and then
lounge
if-
first, just to
Or
admire
not
it.
that it was changed, but like the thing
Standing
is like
now
blocked.
in this incredible room,
So I
Stanley
don't-
for the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
That is where you are wrong, sir. I will not take the first door on the left. Thank you.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
No, the platform didn't change. And I can't go back, so I need to go.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
I don't want to go
realize that
back.
investing your
Okay, hold
trust
on.
in someone else can
Wait,
be
hold on,
difficult,
hold on.
but in his
I don't wanna
eagerness
go
to
back
prove
all the
that
way
he is
over
in
there
control of
just
the
to-
story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Yes, I
Good
did.
job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Thank you. I mean, no. That's okay. Okay, hold on. Hold on. So every time...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting
Okay.
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Missed a memo. Yes. Where was the input computer? Why does it keep moving? Oh, there's no input this time? That's rude. He took it away. Ugh. So I don't want to go to the left door.
When Stanley came to a set
Actually-
of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No. There was a thing that I wanted to
This
try.
was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
Yep.
well.
I knew it perfectly well.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
No.
Stanley
wanna
felt
see-
lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach.
I wanna see
But
it, I wanna
eager
see
to
it.
get back to
Hurry!
business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I've tried.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door,
No.
and got back on track.
I wanted to try this thing. No. Because I've like jumped off the platform.
But
It didn't
Stanley
end well.
want to go back
And
to
then
the office. He wanted
there
to
was stuff
wander
on a
about
computer.
and get even further off track.
Yeah, I
so
wanna get
now in
further
order
off
to
the
get
track.
back, he needed to go from here it's left.
can I open the door? I can't open the door. There's really nothing I can do.
Oh no.
Oh.
No, it's to the right, my mistake.
What just freaked you out?
He scared me. The door closed, and I thought I was just.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Or you can just stop scaring me because I didn't
Let's
expect that door to
see, we
close.
went down, right, left, down, left, right.
I'm like,
Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
if you close that while I'm going to go. Okay. Another red room. That's beautiful. Another red room is beautiful. Okay. See, we love red rooms. What?
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
No.
And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm? Okay, from the top.
No. Oh, well. We actually start from the beginning. Why?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Why would you do this to me? Why would you restart it? I don't... Well, now I know what that does. That's great. Still the same. No, now this is gone. Why is there papers all over the floor? I don't think that was there last time. Can I check the other computers? There is no other computers. Okay, well that's lovely. Bless you.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No.
Huh?
No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Well, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or...
No.
Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then.
The door?
It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Oh. I want to go through there, but there's chairs blocking that. So we're going to go through here. Let's find the story. Let's find the story. Let's find the story. If you make something pop out at me, I will never forgive you in my entire universe of forgiveness. My thing is lagging. Is it lagging? That's a scary room.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No!
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
No! Why would you make me reset again, buddy?
All of his co-workers were gone.
Nah.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I'm
Perhaps
getting
he
real
had
sick and
simply
tired
missed
of
the
your
memo.
voice, sir. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Yes. I did. Mine is not... You're good. Oh, okay. I thought it was... Oh!
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go
I
back the
broke
other
it.
direction and see if we missed anything?
Where's the meeting room?
I broke it. Oh, go back? There's coffee spilled.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes.
This is not the story.
No, wait, never mind. Not the story.
This is not
Okay,
the
let's
story.
head back the other way and retrace our steps.
What did you do to these
Now
poor
this-
people?
Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all.
What did you
Is
do?
this the story? I don't think so.
What
I
did you do
can't
to
quite
these poor
recall, but I
people?
believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley?
I don't know. I
Well, do you
can't
know
speak.
what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Oh.
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So,
I'm
good
breaking
job.
the game. I bet.
No, I don't feel right about this at all.
Let me
We
go.
both know you didn't put in
Let
any actual
me
work for that
go.
win.
Let
Some
me
people
go.
win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
It was one of those situations.
Okay.
I was just
I'm
exploring the
getting
place, and
weirded
then,
out by
oops,
whatever this
coincidentally,
place is.
I broke the
don't
game.
Care what
That-
might happen this time, I have to restart.
No. Hello?
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
This is your favorite part? I see. I want to go in that room. That door isn't even open yet, and that's that door. So the real question is, do I follow the line or do I follow where the original story goes? Do I follow where the story goes or do I follow in here? Hold on. Okay, we love lines. We love lines, guys. Someone's playing solitaire. We love the line, guys. Follow the leader, 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 follow the leader, whoop, whoop. Follow the
You see,
leader, leader,
the
leader,
line
follow
knows
the
where
leader,
the
whoop.
story is. It's
Follow
over
the
in
leader,
this
leader.
direction. Onward, Stanley, to
Follow the
destiny.
leader, leader, leader,
Nope.
follow the
Here's
leader,
a thought.
whoop, whoop. Follow
Wouldn't
the
wherever
leader,
we
leader,
end up be our destination,
Follow the
even if
leader,
there's no
whoop,
story
whoop.
there? Or to put it
Follow
another
the
way,
leader.
is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a
Alright.
destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life
Follow the
itself?
leader,
Whoa,
leader.
whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on.
Are
That got
you?
a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
How's your day going? Oh, this is interesting time you joined, actually. This is... I don't know what's happening right now. But it makes me encouraged. It makes me like determined to finish the line now. This is really bizarre. Alright, how's your summer going? This is...
Wait, cut the music.
Oh.
Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
Do I have to pee in it?
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss
Looking at
anything.
everything, Izzy. You're just blindly going through the game without exploring everything.
A little... Well, I wasn't blindly going
No,
through...
but look. What if in the next time you want to go through something else besides the yellow line? If you don't know what's around you.
Well, the music was very encouraging.
Yeah, go follow the yellow line. I'm just saying, pay attention to what you're going
Wait,
through,
what?
what you're passing.
We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
That's a good question. None of this is ringing a bell. I want to go in through here. Huh? Yeah, this is the room that I wanted to go in because it looked like a mirror. And this was just...
Now it's open.
What's the fern? For real, forget the fern. He's just... Oh,
Oh, no,
It's going
no,
good. You-
no, not
it's going
again,
really
Line.
well.
How could you have done this to
It's
us?
going really good.
And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Well, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
again?
Oh, no, you didn't get to see who was fired and stuff?
No. Again? We have to do this again?
You know what, Stanley? Don't say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent
What have you ever
people,
done
right?
for me?
Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh,
That is what
this
I've
all
been
sounds
trying
perfectly
to
doable.
do.
Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know.
I'm kidding.
How about this direction?
Which direction? That direction. That's not a direction I would like to go in. How about this direction? Can we go with this direction? Or this one? Nope. Okay. Let me shut it again. Come back. Okay.
Now,
Oh, bye,
yes,
Rain.
this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging
bye.
a new path, a new
Good
story. Well,
night.
it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild.
I
Use your imagination. Whatever it might
Don't.
be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
can I alright, I'm just going in a really There's no door. Oh no. Is this the way back? Please tell me this is the way back. This is the way back. Okay. Great. Bye, Rain. I hope you have a good rest of your night. I'm just gonna try and figure this out because I have no idea what I'm doing. And yeah, I have no clue, and it feels like I'm just going in circles.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Okay. Oh, that looks like a mess.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important
Is
we
this a
mustn't
simulator?
squander the
Did we
opportunity.
die? I'm
In fact,
so
I believe I need a
confused.
minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our
I don't wanna walk in
destination
circles.
corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
I don't want to go to. Oh, what? Yeah, I have to.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know?
Stanley
Will
attempts
someone
to play
come
the
for us?
story, but is prevented
Will
to
something
go,
happen?
unable to go anywhere, do anything. The game restarts on its own.
So,
Find the line again.
Okay.
Find the line. Find an identical replica of the office.
I guess now we just wait. You know,
Maybe
I
research the
suppose in
game.
some
There's no
way
longer an
that
office,
this is a
simply
kind of
backspace, wander
story.
in
Wouldn't
darkness,
you
find a
agree?
bookstore, get bored,
I'm not
and
quite
leave.
sure
Narrator
if we're in the
restarts the game.
destination or
Narrator's
the
gone after a
journey.
long
Though they're
time.
always saying that
Stanley
life is
dies.
about the journey and
But
not
I'm
the
a-
destination.
I'm a
So I
person.
hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
I think I died. This is...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
What the
missed
heck,
a memo.
man? That door is open still. Okay. I immediately forgot what the other thing said.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
The left. I'm gonna try and follow it this time just to see where this goes.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley
Just for not
decided to
getting
go up to
fired,
his
talk
boss's
less,
office,
do unbelievably
hoping he might
amazing-
find an answer there.
Let a ball inside you to get the coworkers, resign coworkers. You're not supporting anymore. That's interesting. Oh,
Coming to a staircase, Stanley
Okay,
walked upstairs
this
to
time,
his
I
boss's
know
office.
Rain isn't in the chat, but I will go downstairs.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because
Why
he
am I
believed
taking that risk?
everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
Am I going in
And
a
as
loop?
Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Yeah, I noticed that
And
a
for
long
that
time
matter,
ago.
these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
I'm wondering
No,
the
Stanley
same
said to himself,
thing.
this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
I'm in a loophole.
I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid?
It's a
And
good
then perhaps
question.
the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was
don't like
describing
this room.
itself being considered by Stanley,
I like this
who
room.
found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my
Buffy.
thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
So I'm confused.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to
don't
wake
close.
up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over.
I don't think this is a dream.
Let me go back to my job.
I don't
Let me
think this
continue
is
pushing the buttons.
a dream.
Please. It's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I
want to
want
see
is
the wife
my life exactly
kids.
the way it's always
I don't
been.
think he ever said kids.
My
I
life
lied.
is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
I don't think the narrator is okay. That's what I took from this. The narrator is not okay.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Hello?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed,
So,
gathered her belongings, and
Stanley
walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body.
And called the
And then she turned and ran.
So we're on drugs. Is that what I'm hearing? Is that what I'm hearing? Yeah, because
All of his coworkers
how are you
were
going
gone.
through all
What
these?
could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm getting real sick and tired of this game, bro.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
I don't know, but as soon as I said that,
Hello, and thank you for playing The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, The Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
I like the colors.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Mesmerizing an adventure. Uh-huh.
Is it broken? What's going on here?
Yeah.
Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
This dude seems nice now. He's not yelling at me or cursing at me, so this is quite nice. The
I have
narrator.
to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Oh.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
I can jump now. What happens if I finish? That's it? I finished the jumps.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
That was it. That was...
Another elevator.
Oh, no, it
Stanley,
wasn't.
I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley
30
Parable
trillion.
Ultra Deluxe now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait, there's more. Very
More.
good. Yes.
Oh.
I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is. That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
Me too.
It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills,
can
no
reset
gimmicks.
the game.
Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
You can reset the game. Okay, well, that was it. At that new content. Stop closing doors behind me.
Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
What if I don't want to go in the vent? Oh, but you've been nice. Okay, I'll go in the vent. You've been nice.
Actually, I think I do. I think it's plugged into my desk.
Have you been working down here? Oh, okay. Well, I died and I officially blame you. Died? I died.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013
Oh, this is
when the
nice.
game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity.
He's
Back
not
then,
being mean
it
for
all
once.
meant something. Oh, the waste.
Oh, this is really cool. It's my day. The demonstration. I actually like this memory name. It's peaceful, it's quiet. You can sit outside on the bench. Look how pretty the flowers are. These graphics are really nice. What's up, Crazy Legs on Cake? Crazy Legs.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com.
This looks really
James
nice.
Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Oh, I thought there was another door. Oh, I guess you can't go down there. Person of the year. Is that supposed to be me? Now what?
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything
What?
else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be
Architecture?
left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Source. Oh, this is just, I guess, the... I can't go. I can't go.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But
Yeah,
I
kinda
wouldn't
guessed
give
it.
to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh, God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor.
Oh, Steam,
I
that's
haven't
what
looked
I'm-
at these in
that's
years.
where I got this game
I
from.
can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Oh, I don't know, buddy. These reviews were kind
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of
Funny.
gags to insert into the Stanley Parable.
Yes,
but the
you
game
are a
is
little
already
unfunny,
such a
I'm sorry.
densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
of... I try to be sweet, seeing red stuff in the corner. More Steam. Look, mommy. It's the streaming thing that we got.
It's just free video games.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy?
It gets annoying
Stanley,
fast.
I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell
I-
me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness.
You can't.
This is
You
actually
can't
quite
hear
shocking
me,
for
sir.
me.
So
I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to.
I'm so
These
sorry.
black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record.
I don't know. Narrator seems nice
feel
when he's not cursing me out.
Like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Oh.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
Oh.
A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt.
Wait.
Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto.
Okay, great.
I'd
So what
do
is this?
anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Is this a skip button?
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered.
Okay.
No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people, and if the people want silence...
Sorry.
Oh,
I
you're
did.
back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't
press
you?
it again?
But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know it's... Stanley! Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
12 hours?
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room.
There's not.
Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times, and there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen.
Well,
I have
it's
no
quicker
idea
for
how
me,
long
not
I'll be
quicker
made
for
to
you.
sit here. And more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back.
Oh,
my goodness.
Hello?
I have someone to talk to again.
Oh,
Stanley,
the plane died.
I think it's been a week.
Oh,
Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time, just sitting here, not a single person to speak with.
Should I press it
And
again?
you think that
I'll
that's
press it
just
again.
how...
I died! I died!
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year?
Apparently
Let me
I have.
describe it for you.
much time has it
To
been
begin
now?
with, there
A
is
year?
only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at
He's
all
going
but
before it again.
regret for the...
Wait, but what was he saying?
I don't know. I kind of just skipped it.
Now he's gone.
What if he said something really important that you really want to know?
He gave up. Who knows how long it's been? Oh no. Is that a signal for help?
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was
Hello?
meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic
Narrator,
little
I'm here.
thumbs
I'm back.
down review and
I'm
make
here.
all of
I'm
their
back.
pitiful demands. But then,
I'm here.
he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability, it's the unwillingness to
How does the
examine
Avengers
with
wait
an
here?
uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing.
yapping?
We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be
I
a
don't
skip
like
button.
yappers.
You should be able to freeze.
That's a lie. I'm a yapper myself. Oh, well, he's gone again.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Is he just gonna keep saying that?
Is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
You know, if here's the narrator and he, like... Can't we just reset this? Oh. It's slowly disintegrating. First there was no light, now there's no wall. Now there is a light. And I hear flies. That's a lot of glass. Oh, that's beautiful. There's a lot of dirt though, but it's beautiful. Oh no, what happened? Oh no, what happened to the brightness? I don't like this. Let me skip it. Am I allowed to press the skip button one more time? I'm just out of curiosity. I can't. It's dead. It's done for. So first off, where did all the water go? That's a bit terrifying. I died. That wasn't really a good ending, I guess. A phone? Can I pick it up? I can't pick it up. Oh, is it this phone?
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct?
No.
Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly.
No.
Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
Okay, well, I guess I got 1,000 boxes shipped to this place of work. Where's the narr- Oh, is he gone? That dude was sick and tired of me that he's gone? New content. Huh? But what if I want to go here?
When Stanley came to a set of two
Wait,
open
no, I
doors,
wanted to see new
he entered
content.
the door on his left.
I should have.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge
I wanted
first,
to see
just
it.
to admire
I should have
it.
went in it.
The lounge was
Now-
grand, majestic.
Oh, but the narrator's
Perhaps
back.
too, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
No, but
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
what's in here now? Because I know this has changed. I got a feeling money is for stealing, but not yours, of course. That's a lovely purse. But not yours, of course. That's a lovely
The moment
purse.
he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks.
Isn't it
Not a living
2,
soul anywhere.
8,
Could he really
5,
be all alone? This was
2.
too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to
2,
take.
8,
He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans,
What
half
was it?
sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor, he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when at
Oh.
last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could it mean?
2,
Was it a
8.
sign of hope for Stanley's
I know it's
future?
285 something.
Alas, it
or
was not.
258 something.
For although this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past, It had been assigned a 4-digit code so devious and so random that no man could ever hope to guess it. 2845. Statistically, nearly impossible to guess blindly, ever. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay, I get that, but we're just doing the same thing over again. I should have went to the new content.
Okay. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yada yada yada. I know. So if we're gonna do this all over again.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Am I able to... What happens if I press that? Will I be able to go to the new content?
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Oh, this is new. Yeah, this is the place.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, yep. I have something very exciting to show you.
But you left. And I had to... What? Okay. It's okay. Let me see your work. No, technically he left Stanley, because
I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
2?
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
This is, you know, the office design is a lot better than...
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there.
I thought he said
it's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Because that thing's still the same.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Why is this so big?
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Oh, and you won't let me escape. You know what's a cool feature if you let me escape? The reassurance bucket. Is that? Please no screenshots. Which room do I even go in? Okay, I kind of want to go into the reassurance bucket. Reassurance bucket. I don't know. Reassurance bucket?
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try. Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they? All this and more await you.
You know, the bucket would have been fine if he didn't scare me. Do I just take the bucket now? Thanks. I guess. I'll take the bucket.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with? You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
That's...
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision, we're moving on.
You know, as long as you're happy. As long as you're happy, dude.
Yeah, I think I did.
As long as you're happy. That's the new content. Wait, there was another room, I thought. Yeah, that. I want to check out that. No, wait. I want to check out easy achievements. No, I don't want to do that yet. I want to merch? Oh, actually, I think I'll walk past this. I want a shirt. Give me a shirt. Or not. No, there was one. What is this? A whole new office. Oh! Okay, maybe some of these ideas, but not all of them. Exclusive. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game.
It won't guess my
Isn't
name,
that wonderful? Jim. Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person
When I took a
named
deep breath,
Jim.
I just inhaled so much
I want you
air.
to imagine yourself... Jim. Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory. If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name.
It is a stupid button.
Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first. Now, allow yourself to become Jim. Imagine yourself driving to work as Jim, playing frisbee on the weekends as Jim, Staying up all night for a popcorn and horror movie sleepover as Jim. Developing a crippling substance addiction as Jim. Rediscovering your... All right, fine, whatever. It's just a meaningless button that says Jim. Are you happy now?
Yes.
Get out of here. I'm
Fine.
done with this button. Why don't you go humiliate me in front of a different feature that I worked very hard on?
So you didn't work very hard on this feature. It's okay, buddy. We all have our mistakes. Is that it?
Maybe I'll only let people named Jim play the Stanley Parable too. They would appreciate what I've created here.
Infinite hole. Oh, you can't jump. Okay. No, this is the jumping hole.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
Oh, was I supposed to save him? My bad. What's in here? Free achievement. No. So let's check out the other rooms before this one. Definitely before that one. And the exit is blocked. That's... Oh no. The exit's right here. No, but I want to check out the... If I go into infinite hole, will it like... Give me... I'll try the infinite hole.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never
not.
been done before in a video game.
Probably
This is in
because
fact
this is
a
why.
hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling.
That's
you
like
can
a
fall until
person's
the
really
end
bad
of
worst
time,
fear.
if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
No. It's okay. I have the bucket to comfort me.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
What if I just want to keep falling down?
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
What if I
Maybe
don't?
do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things. Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well,
That's
that
a good
sort of
question.
depends on your definition of infinity.
It's not
From one
infinite.
perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay,
Yeah.
well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just
talking about
that
the
you're
narrator.
unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely?
I want to fall.
I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a
The
little
narrator
heated
just
there.
yelled
I
at me
think we
for
both
no
said
reason.
Some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind
He's
us
yelling at
and
me. He
agree
said,
to
maybe
just call
you're the
hole
problem.
Mostly infinite. If that works for you, then go ahead and
I
press the
went
teleport button to walk
to an
up
infinite
to the top
hole
of the
and I
hole
reached
we
the
can
bottom
move
because
on.
apparently it
I'll
wasn't
just be up
infinite.
here when you're ready.
He said it was infinite. What if I just want to stick to the bottom of this? Will he get mad? This bucket is quite comforting. Okay, fine.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
What if I...
Oh, for heaven... I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough?
Should I go back down one more time?
I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about.
Okay.
And I've had enough of the hole for a lifetime.
Fine. But I kind of... What if it got shorter? I want to see it get shorter.
Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here?
That's a
Stanley,
good question.
I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Okay.
Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to... How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch.
I just had to.
Who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on. Is the, teleport button not working?
Yes, it's not working.
You sure?
It's not working.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was still nothing. Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else.
But wait, I don't want to
Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
Wait, I don't want to be in the hole. No, get me out. I don't want to be in the hole. I don't want to be in the hole. Do I just stay here? That's not... At least I have the bucket. The bucket is, the bucket's pretty nice. Narrator? I'm going back down the hole. What? Ugh, that's what I look like? Sorry, this isn't the right time. No, I want my bucket. Why are we so high up? No, I like the other one. Ooh.
using up this space of mine. My head's stronger.
Is mijn moeder een eerste bed en zo geschikt net op de als het serpes in de zomer er veel was er heel en maar heel lezen. We are at the Lord instead. He is like the light just on fit see echt met
I actually quite like that. No.
Stanley? Stanley! Stanley!
Oh.
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second.
No, I wanted to go
You don't want
back.
to miss a single moment. So
Hi,
how
Nightshade.
about if I just pop in from time to time
I'm
and wake you
Blue's
up
daughter.
to keep
I'm
you
not-
really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole. And I'm looking
I'm just playing
forward to
Stanley,
all of
and I've been playing it for 2
them. Stay
hours,
alert,
and I'm just...
Stanley. I'll be back.
No, no, don't leave. Get me out of this hole. Please, 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 please. We're going back in that hole. We're going back. Oh, no. Ow. Oh.
Here we are. Go
Oh,
on.
okay.
Try out some of the new features.
Did he restart it? I think he did. Settings, world champion. I want to see what's here. I want to see what's new. I'm not even gonna.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley?
Epilogue.
Yes, yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Huh? I still have the reinsuring bucket, which is nice. So if that's new, that's the exit. I didn't want to go here, but let's earn a free achievement, I guess. Because, you know, let's go down the scary, dark alleyway, pull the lever, receive achievement, no more steps. It just works.
Now,
You
here's
scare
something
me.
special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give
Why are
you
there
the
trucks
achievement.
if no one's
Yes.
here?
You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
I have a feeling that this is not gonna do anything. Okay, so this is really not gonna do anything. So we're gonna go back. And I think that's all the things I explored. I think so. Because that was
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
this one.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Okay, this is... It's kind of creepy. Oh. That was it. Oh, that's
God,
actually
it
cute.
really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Oh. That's not really Tragic. I can't jump, I forgot.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to?
Yep.
Ready to move on now?
Yep. Whose is this? I thought there was nobody here, sir. Is that me with the office?
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment.
Oh, no.
I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready?
No.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Did he do that? Now my whole lobby changed. My whole thing changed. What in the world?
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
Oh, my ear.
Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, so this is obviously different because...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
The
Stanley
balloons?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The balloons and the bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Can I... No, I was wondering if I could throw it. But
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
What if I tightly clench the bucket to here and take a right?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Wash your mouth.
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No. I want the bucket.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift. Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Okay, well, I thought if I went this way, the bucket definitely...
In here, said the bucket. Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Oh, this dark room? Oi.
Now pick up the phone,
said the bucket.
Pick
No.
up the phone and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
No.
Whoa, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley.
No,
a talking bucket.
I don't get
Can't
the
you see?
joke.
Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is. It's sitting right here. Let's take a look.
What is comedic timing? What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes. Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Let's practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny" now. Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence, and to very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
Okay. That was not the
Hey,
direction I was
goodness, this
going.
video is a little outdated, isn't it?
A
Well,
little?
no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
No. Okay, I guess I have to. Oh, well, there goes the jumping things.
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now. Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley.
The bucket spoke.
The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
Going back to the two doors. What I originally came out of.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Left.
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley. I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
Sorry?
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Now we're going through the one on the right.
What?
Okay.
We're back at the phone already? No. What's going on? There was supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be a build-up to this point. A dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the two doors room. What an egregious mistake. I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp. I think
I
think I need to go back and rewatch that instructional video again.
No, we don't. No, we
Yes,
don't.
surely that will help me improve my...
No, it won't. No, it won't. Please don't.
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes. Well, let me try that again, Stanley. I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No? Still not? Is it the delivery?
I did it again.
Pale with shame. Pale with shame?
It's funny.
Pale... What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal, I think I saw it playing guitar. No. We're getting away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these jokes. I need more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is. That's what will make me the king of comedy again. More instructional videos. Let's see. see.
That's quite hurt a little bit. No. Okay. I think we are going to stop right here because it is currently 11:31 and we have church tomorrow. So we're gonna stop right here. And yeah. I will wait, I wanna try this. Oh, no. That is not working. So I'll see y'all later. Bye. Do you want me? Wanna love me like that?
Mommy thinks I'm copying you because I just started to bite her. But you, ma'am, got that from me because I always bite you.
I don't know how to stop it.
Stop what?
I don't know how to stop stream.
You did.
I don't think so.
Stop. Stop.
Oh.
Every time